Hello and welcome to ThinkReservations presentation of COVID-19, What to Do Now for the Future. This is a small example of the educational content ThinkReservation provides for our customers, not only during this tough economic time, but throughout the year continuously. We're a company filled with lodging professionals and we truly are in this with you. To introduce myself, I am Sharon. I'm part of the sales team here at ThinkReservations. I have been running my own property for almost 14 years. And with me is my colleague, Laura, who will be answering your questions via the chat feature below. Laura will also be posting a link to our checklist that I'm basing this presentation off of in the chat feature. So feel free to follow the link, download the PDF after this session. So let's go ahead and start with this COVID-19, what to do now for the future. The first and foremost point I'd like to make is continue communicating with your customers. And the first item of business in regarding that is your website. It's the go-to place where folks find information. This is where you absolutely need to update your customers either with a menu bar or a pop-up screen, any way that makes sense for how your website's constructed. Talk about your current business status and the state mandates that you are required to follow. Your customers are not following that for you. They just want to know what they can and cannot do. So make it really easy for them. And of course, if your current customers are visiting your website and they have some reservations with you, start talking to them also about the reservation status and changes to any cancellation policies that you might have. What are their courses of action that they can take with you? It's really important that you continue communicating with your customers and potential customers at this time, and don't go dark. If you go dark now, they'll go dark on you when it's time to travel and spend some money. So again, answer those phone calls, answer those emails, and make sure the information is current on your website. Let's go into, we were talking about talking to your customers. So let's go a little bit further about what you can do now. Go back one. Do now about communicating for future business. You must stay in front of your customers. It's critical to communicate with them, again, in lots of different ways, maybe not the same way that you have been, especially when it comes to social media and your e-newsletter. So definitely, you know your customer best, you know your region best. Do some really good looking at what other people are saying, what the temperature checks are. Also be very careful about what words and phrases are being overused, like we're in this with you, you know, some of the pivoting, some of these terms and topics that are just a little bit tired as we all go through kind of an emotional roller coaster at this time, all day long, all week long. So definitely continue to have that presence on social media, figure out how to communicate. Maybe you're being fun. Maybe you're a little more fun than usual. Maybe you're a little more cute, lots of kitties or doggies than usual, if it makes sense for your property. Don't just put cats out there just because they're fuzzy and adorable, as much as we all want to. And plan out as best you can. For me at my property, I don't feel comfortable planning out more than a week out. There's so many changes that happen, but plan out the most that you can so that the rest of your week is free to do other activities. And if you haven't already started using automated posting software like Hootsuite and Planoly, go ahead and test that out. You know, you're not going to be posting as much as you usually do on average. So it's a great way to start kind of testing out those services, see if you like the user friendliness and the reporting capabilities of those. And your e-newsletter. This is already one of your most powerful marketing tools. If you are already using it, keep using it. Your customers really do want to hear from you. We are fabulous at creating great customer service and rabid fans. They want to hear from you. So go ahead and connect with your e-newsletter. If you haven't yet, again, another opportunity to maybe start something new. Again, it's one of the most powerful marketing opportunities that you have as a business. Continuing a little bit further about talking about communicating with your customers, blog posts. This is a great time to review all your past blog posts. There's opportunities to maybe refresh the content or repurpose it for a COVID-esque type topic discussion. If you haven't already done so, consider starting one. Plan it out for the next 6 months, say. And if you are already writing blogs or aren't already writing blogs, go ahead and start writing out your future blog posts. Get them edited. Get pictures taken if you can safely. Because once the floodgates open, and we're all crossing our fingers for those floodgates to just, well, flood, you're really not going to want to stop serving your customers in order to put a blog post together. So go ahead, do your future self a favor, and go ahead and get those blog posts completed. Again, all of this is designed to stay top of mind for your, so it's things you're doing now to stay top of mind for your future business, making sure you're filling that pipeline of people coming in your door when we can. So let's go ahead and move over to a little bit more about marketing. It's one of my favorite topics, but I think it's really, really important right now. Check in with your ongoing marketing. There's a lot of studies that happened after the economic downturn of 2008. And you know, if you've been in business that long, we have, I remember it oh so fondly. But a lot of marketing lodging and hotel studies that were done after 2008, basically the point of the studies was they were trying to see who ramped up the fastest in regards to realizing revenue back to normal, quote unquote, normal rates. And those who continued their marketing were the ones that ramped up the fastest. So don't discontinue your marketing like we just discussed, just change it up and check in with your ongoing marketing. Like Google My Business, they definitely check in at least once a month. They're always adding things that you can add to your Google My Business, like amenities, where it'll help your future SEO and search results. Cost per click campaigns like with Google or TripAdvisor. Decide whether or not it makes sense for you to do it right now. And if so, double check your cost per click bids because you really could be overpaying. A lot of folks are not marketing right now, so they're not going to tell you that you're overpaying on those clicks. Go ahead and check that. And also refresh your online directories. Any that you might be on, like DMO listings, association listings, anything like that. Again, you deep clean your rooms, you're deep cleaning your online presence again so that you've got time now, make yourself shipshape for when the doors open back up. So let's go ahead to the next slide. And this is where we're going to think even bigger. And I'm just going to bring all these up so that I can just talk right through them. This is a great opportunity to really rethink your business model for right now. One of the things that you can do is, if you haven't already done so, what can you sell online? What knowledge do you have that you might be able to sell online, or even right now just give away for free, like cooking classes? It depends on your business and of course some of your regulations and whether some regulations have been lifted. What can you sell in person? Maybe you are the type of property that can do some curbside selling, breakfast to go. Maybe again, your alcohol regulations have been lifted so you can include beer and wine, dinners to go. Really just think outside of the box. Has there always been something you've wanted to try? This is a great way to kind of test the waters. Again, it might be free right now. It might just be, again, another way to stay top of mind, engage your customers, engage your potential customers, maybe get some PR, you know, have a local news station pick it up, a local newspaper pick it up. And then whatever is successful here and whatever works as you rethink your business model, you can monetize it. Like say, let's pick on those cooking classes. Maybe you're giving them away for free right now. Maybe they're hot to trot, and you monetize that in the future. And then all of a sudden you've got these a few extra revenue streams that are coming into your business. So this is a great time to really experiment, think outside the box, try some things, give yourself permission, as my mom always says, give yourself permission to fail, and shift and try things again. Another thing, big picture, that I think is important to do right now for the future is review your branding. And what I mean by that is, who's your favorite customer or customers that are coming into your door? And I don't know about you, but I want more of those types of people to come in and spend quality time at my place. And so start thinking about, who's your favorite customer? Where do they get their information? Let's get more of them. Let's start talking their way. Maybe there's some operational changes you need to make for that type of customer. Maybe there's a little bit of construction that you need to do, or kind of shifting of your on-site services that you can do during this time. And then set that plan. And then when we open back up, what a great opportunity to set a grand reopening. So another great thing that you can do now for the future. And let's see, let's go ahead and I'll go back. So we're almost finished, so we may have time for a question or two. And if not, of course, Laura will make sure that contact us gets posted. But collaborate with other local businesses. So if you don't already have like a micro tourism group, this is a great time to band together and create one. Even maybe create a small website for you all, where you're starting to talk about what you're all doing with social media and blogs, and maybe things that you're doing to help your community. You can do something like build an exclusive VIP package. You split the profits up with the partners, sell it now for future stays. One of our customers had great success in selling $1,000 VIP package, limit of 10. They sold out within 24 hours. And then you can leverage the work that you do, this partnership that you create as a micro tourism group. You can leverage that for the future. Maybe you've picked up some PR as a group. Now you can go to your DMO, you can go to your state association and get some grant money. So together you can work on trying to attract those travelers that are moving and a shaking right after things let up. So these are just a few quick things I wanted to mention. If you have any questions, I think, let's see. Yep, we have time for maybe one question. Laura, a specific question that maybe I can answer right off the bat?
Sharon, you must have given a lot of great information. I have not, I don't have a question right for you, but we just definitely want to let you know that our team is here for you. We handle education, we handle, support and everything. And oops, I actually just had a question come through for you, Sharon. It says,
okay.
Sell gift shop items from using ThinkReservations, and what's your approach to that?
So there is not a specific, you will have, the short answer is, if you are already a ThinkReservations customer, the best way to do it is take those gift shop item sales over the phone, because you can create a separate bill of sale without it being attached to a room. So just as in the interest of time, that is the short answer to that question.
Great, Sharon, thank you.
Absolutely.